Hi everybody, this is Zeffy Brody, and I am trying to do a YouTuber challenge. This was done by someone named Prima. I was not actually invited to do it. Uh, Noria Panther just did one, so I asked her if she thought I should ask permission, and I was told just to go for it because they're trying to keep the challenge going. So it's a series of these 10 questions for YouTube, for Second Life YouTubers, and I am one, even though I haven't done anything in a while. So I'm trying to actually gather information today on how much it was going to take me to ever be monetized. And oh, I worked really hard to get to my 1,000 subscribers, and I did, and then I wasn't paying attention for a long time, and now they've added on a 4,000 hour video watching time you gotta have too. So I would have to do a lot of work to get like 4,000 hours of people watching my stuff. I would probably never make it, but just for fun I'm going to answer these questions and see what happens in oh well, keep y'all up to date too. I haven't made a video in a long time. I haven't done anything in real life. In December my dad passed away, and then I've had to help my mother in real life because she's kind of like lost her mind. And so I haven't been on Second Life very much at all, except for Friday DJ sets. And I haven't made anything for my shop. I've been kind of out of the loop, I must admit. And so I'm going to try and answer these questions my best. Now, first question was, how long have you been a YouTuber? Well, I had to go look. And the first video I made was January 1st of 2016. The best I can figure in that, I was, well, 6 years ago. 6.5 now, maybe? So, I didn't realize that, it was anything of any value. I think I might have, I can't even remember why I made the first videos. I did a tour of my place. I did an animated standee thing, which was really an involved thing. I just made a bunch of silly things in the beginning. I don't really think that I was attempting to be a YouTuber exactly. Never even thought of it, really. My friend, I like to call her a friend, Zero. She makes YouTube videos, tutorials on how to, rig mesh and lots of things. And I had followed her for a long time, and I was a big fan there and learned a lot. I mean, I learned how to rig and a lot just from watching her videos for, I don't know, years. And then I went to college. I went back to school with my kid, and went back mainly because I thought I was going to learn how to make mesh and whatnot. My college did not. They only had one night class that involved making mesh whatsoever, and I had 2 problems with that. My kid didn't want to go with me, and I couldn't see to drive at night. So I didn't take that class, and besides, by the time I had taken all the prerequisites to get to it, our art department completely shut down. So I did not finish learning how to make mesh in a college level. I'm not really quite sure how much they would have helped me with Second Life anyway. But, oh, missed opportunity, but then I wouldn't take it back. I had a lot of fun in that time zone. Okay, so yeah, I've been on YouTube for 6 years with this channel. I have a real life YouTube account that really didn't have much. Just friends bands and going to clubs and stuff like that. Did a lot of filming of my friends' bands back in the day, things like that. As for real life junk, this one, 2016. I remember the shop was pretty much brand new at the time. My shop was pretty much brand new. I do rockabilly clothes and hair and you know, for men and women, and shoes and all kinds of stuff. And that's been up and running since 2016. And then all right, pardon me. Second question was, what made you want to become a YouTuber? Really? I think that was kind of nearly covered. YouTuber, I really didn't intend to be a YouTuber, maybe, but if I did, it was because of my friend, well, because of Zero. Her approach to filming, you know, doing tutorials was very down to earth, and she just basically talked like a normal person to, you know, us audience, and always thought she was, because she was so down to earth and everything, she was easy to follow and didn't, you know, the videos didn't grate my nerves or anything. And I thought, you know, man, I could do that. I'm not, but I wasn't, you know, able to do anything like, you know, rigging and showing all that. But I have, I did a lot of tutorials on how to, pardon, I did a lot of tutorials on how to texture things and make mesh, you know, textures on mesh kits that you buy. And I was asked, very surprisingly, I was asked by Melly Ameko to do one of my tutorials covering one of her actual mesh kits. And from there, you know, I mean, I got paid for that, and but I didn't really go all out on the time. I was using GIMP. So if I had to redo it, I would, you know, now do it in Photoshop. But it had taken me, you know, 3 years of college to be able to be comfortable enough with Photoshop that I could to just go in and use Photoshop instead of GIMP. But the thing I like about GIMP is that it's free, and I wouldn't even know how to use GIMP anymore, to be honest. But it was free, and so I'm very proud of the videos that I did at the time. I can't imagine that the format changed that much since I used it. So I'm pretty good with that. I haven't done any of my texturing videos, I don't think, with Photoshop. I did one on how to make tattoos, I think. Anyway, I don't really know what made me want to become a YouTuber. It was more like I wanted to show people how to do things. A lot of times, I wanted my friends to know how I, you know, did it without having to take it was impossible at the time. Like we didn't have screen sharing abilities or anything like that for me to show them, you know, what was on my screen. So in order to even just show my friends how to do it, or anyone who was interested in doing it, the best format I think was YouTube. And so that's how it happened. YouTuber, I think I wanted to become a YouTuber, I mean a real YouTuber and everything, after watching Naria, Tim and Naria, doing their videos, because, well, you know, it was just crazy to me that they could be monetized, and I don't know, it just looked like a fun thing to do. I still don't have like a sidekick or something. I keep thinking if I had a sidekick with me or something, I can more on that later. That I could just jump in here and it would be a lot more easy going. But tutorials are kind of a single person thing anyway. But I could add a lot more content to my channel if I just had a, you know, sidekick and we went and, you know, checked things out, or you know, had a little banter back and forth on a talk show or something. I think about these things a lot. I haven't gone into that. So that's kind of my answer on that. Number 3. 5 things I find enjoyable about Second Life. Oh my God. 5 things, I think. 5. Number 1, I believe, is that now I will say number 1 is that I make an income from the game. I actually make an income, and it pays my tier and my membership, and I can, but I only usually cash out about once a year. It's not a massive income or anything. It's not something I can live on. I think it subsidized my real life money for quite a while, but like I said, I have fallen behind in some stuff. So my income this past year on the spreadsheet did not look very good. I do keep a spreadsheet of my daily income on here, and then it goes into a monthly spreadsheet and a yearly spreadsheet, and I can see, the ups and downs. So yeah, I think money would have been like, now one of my top 5 things. 4 would be my friends, and I'm talking about my old friends, because I don't make a ton of new ones. My old friends, keeping in touch with them, hanging out with them. The music, having the camaraderie that I have every Friday when I do my DJ set, and those things like that. I don't know, being able to go anywhere in the world without even leaving my house. It's really hard to explain to my mother, who's like, in her late 70s, that I go to these places and stuff, and she think, "You're going somewhere? Oh, you be careful." Like, I'm not even leaving my house. So yeah, I get to go everywhere and I don't have to leave the house. And I think that it takes a lot of I think it would take parking somebody, next to me here at the computer and showing them what Second Life is in order for them to understand that. My mom has not seen it, I don't think, yet, but my neighbor did, and he's very no tech whatsoever. He will not touch a computer ever, but he knows what it is. He has sat here and watched it with me, and with me at the helm. My other friends, they've seen it. They know what I'm talking about. So, getting up to speed. I suppose I have another one I have to find. Another 5 thing I like about enjoyable. I don't know. I think I like being helpful. I like being able to help people when I can, within reason. Some of it comes easier to me, and some of it is difficult, and it depends on who is asking or needing the help. 5 things I don't like about it. We'll talk about. It was a source of a lot of grief for me. A friend of mine was really a problem for many years, so that was really kind of mental anguish that I don't want to have to go through again. I lost my partner here when he passed away in 2014, when he passed away. And that as I've been in Second Life for 18 plus years, so I've lost a lot of friends. They just died in real life. So that, but that's everywhere. I mean, that's in both worlds, and it's even more difficult when you suddenly don't hear from anybody, for somebody again, and you don't know whether they're alive or dead. And if you hadn't exchanged information in other platforms or something, then you can't find out. You don't know what happened to them. It's probably ingrained in my psyche now that I worry about my friends when they don't show up for a long time, or and if I haven't known them long enough to to know them outside of the game, there's no way to know, if somebody just disappears, there's no way to know if they're alive or not. The cost, yeah, I think Naria mentioned that one. If I had to go back to I think I had my first land in 2005, 5, which was this terrible little mountaintop parcel that they gave me. I've been stuck for a tier almost ever since. There's hardly any a time that I remember not having Second Life land and membership. Back in the early days, before I had a shop and income coming from DJing, I had to pay for that out of my pocket. I haven't had a real life job in a long time, so I wouldn't want that to be coming out of my pocket. So it's pretty bad. I wish I added up all of the money that I've ever paid Second Life, and had it all back. I'd be rich, especially for land here, and especially when I had like most of an entire sim. That was pretty rough, and I have 11 premium accounts that are helping me pay for the land. I think I did a tutorial on that, actually. I mean, how I managed to have alts helping me pay for a land here. Let's see. What else don't I like about it? Men that pretend to be women. No. Creepers. Oh my god. There's so many creepers. I don't usually leave my land, so I don't have that much of it, but I just stepped out like a week ago with my friend going clubbing, and I got a healthy dose of awkward, sexual advances and stuff. So I'm not used to that anymore, but it's kind of like, I think I just met someone, and he said that they wouldn't let, I just said they won't let you stream on Twitch anymore from Second Life, and he said, yeah, they were kink shamed, and yeah, it's got a bad reputation for all the, the kink in sexual content in this quote unquote game. So it is. I think that it had a stigma that came with it, and I mean, I don't think I was ever really into that side of it. I know I wasn't into the kinky side of it. It's just trying to, I never really had to justify it to me and my friends. We were just the way we were. We had relationships and things before we would go getting into kink, but I know a lot of people that are just straight up into the kink, so there you go. And the furries, and and the yipping, and it's got a reputation. So that's another downside, I guess. What else would be a downside? I think I maybe have one more to answer the question. Yeah, privacy. I think that honestly, if you had there was a game on PlayStation 3, I think it was called Home, and in that game, when you owned a home or something, it only existed like while you were there, and you could have your friends come over there. Well, it wasn't like you could get all these people carrying on in your house while you were away or something. In a way, I kind of wish that was the way your house could be, but as it is, people, I don't know, it's just strange. I mean, privacy, I think, is an issue for me as time goes on. I mean, while I pay a lot of money for it, the land where my shops are and things like that, I wouldn't want to live above it or around it, because as a creator, I mean, I just realized over time, if you own a shop, if you go to any shop, you never see the creator around very much, and there's a reason for that. Is you don't get any privacy. If somebody can see you, on the radar map, they'll get right up in your IM box and start asking you questions about, hey, do you make big Cooper size for this, and why not? And can't you rig it? And can't you do this? And can't you fix this? And so, yeah, privacy. Never really, that's still an issue for me, but I just kind of go, I mean, my house is separate from that, and I try my best not to hang out over on the other land. It just doesn't help me out prim-wise to live in another sim. It's just necessary evil. A necessary evil. Alright, what's the next question? If there was one thing I could change about Second Life, what would it be? Oh my god. Yeah, I think everything should be a hell of a lot cheaper. Oh my god. Like, especially land here. They never really, I mean, they doubled what we could have a couple of years ago, which was a fine gesture. But there's so much land sitting abandoned all over the place that if they just lowered the cost of it a lot, then they could make way more money renting it out to people who would have maybe done it if it was a little cheaper. So one thing I could change, yeah, that would be probably high on my list. We used to all beg for Second Life last names to come back, and they've done that. But boy, that's you got to pay $40 extra on top of having a membership in order to change your last name or pick a last name out of a drop-down menu. I'm not really worried about. Most of my alts already have their legacy names. Kind of weird though. Let's see. What's next? How long do I see myself being a YouTuber? Well, that really depends on, well, how, if there's any prayer, I can get up to 4,000 viewer hours, whatever the heck it is. Doesn't look good. But yeah, I will always probably keep on adding to my channel. I feel like I'm inspired by some sort of divine voices in my head when I'm laying half asleep in bed, and it would tell me, make a video about this, and then I would get up at like 4 in the morning and come here and make a video about something. Thing is, I've been drowning out all that by watching TV and falling asleep watching sleep hypnosis videos for like the past 6 months, and I haven't really been inspired like that in the morning with my own little voices in my head trying to tell me to make something. So yeah, I would definitely follow any sort of inspiration that I get that feels like it is coming from that same source, because it's never steered me wrong on what to do and what to make. And I know maybe it sounds kind of crazy. Yeah, I would just keep on going with YouTube as long as it exists and as long as I'm still in Second Life. And I would probably make other channels about other things. Like I've got like 5 of them on the back burner here, ideas to make. What activities am I currently involved with in World? Oh boy, oh boy. This is a happy question. Actually, I'm not involved in any events right now. I was in the Cheeky Monkey Hunt. My shop was in that for a long time, and when my dad passed, I put it on hold and I never did go back to it. So my shop was involved in that, where people would come and pick up the little freebie item or the cheap $1 item, and all of my past gifts from all of those events are still upstairs in my shop in a little freebie area. So kind of proud of that. Even though I'm not involved in that anymore, I kind of like when my shop is, you know, featured in a freebie blog or something. That stuff is still there. There's still like really cheap $1 stuff in the Ace Cafe, in that little gift shop area there. I'm involved with, I'll every Saturday I go looking at the weekend sales. I DJ on Fridays, and then on Saturdays I have a Bloody Mary in the morning and come in here and look at all the sales. That's what I do. then I have been just recently club hopping with my friend, hoping that she will find a man again and get all interested in playing Second Life because I always wanted to have her back. We've been through a lot together as friends, and it would be nice if she would come back for some reason or another. Number 8. Do I find it harder or easier to make friends in virtual or real life? I definitely think it's easier in Second Life because I kind of like in the last 25 years or so became extremely socially phobic. In real life, then you had COVID and loads of things like that. I don't know. I just don't go anywhere anymore. But I would say yes. If there's any prayer of me having a friend, it's usually from here. Hands down, easy question. Do your real life family support your virtual lifestyle? This is a loaded question. Nobody ever understood what it was. Like I said, my mom still has problems understanding what it is, but I have sent her pictures of the things that I've made in my shop. I sent her a picture of this couch and coffee table and things many years ago, like in 2016 or whenever it was I made it. And she goes, "Oh, that's really good. I don't understand it, but oh, that's really good." And then, I showed her like my high heels and things, clothes in my shop. She really likes the 50s things, of course, but she looks at the high heels and goes, "Ow, I couldn't walk in that." Honestly, I don't even wear high heels in Second Life anymore. I keep looking at my own feet thinking, "Oh God, that looks painful." So yeah, I'm wearing just like regular sandals. Yeah. So yeah, not that my brother doesn't know anything about it. I'm trying to keep it that way because his wife is very intrusive. My kid, I have made, I don't know how many accounts for her, and she will not, she says, and she will not play them. So I've had a very hard time getting my daughter involved, or, yeah, my kid involved in playing Second Life whatsoever over the years. And so I would make these accounts, and then she and I use them, and then I would end up using them as alts. So I gained me a whole bunch of alts over the years, attempting to make characters that she would engage with and things like that. And now she does have one that she will not let me touch anymore, but I shop for this character, and then every now and it's always on New Year's Eve that I actually force my kid to join me and help me keep an eye on the massive party that I have going on New Year's Eve. So I think that's about the only time that I can almost guarantee she's going to be in, but not very often. She's had stuck her neck out there, and some people were kind of weird, and it didn't really go as well as I'd hoped. But we'll keep on plugging at that. That's my real life family thing. What advice for people that want to begin their own YouTube channel? Well, I'm not one to really be giving advice on that. I can say that it's a hell of a lot harder than I anticipated. I really didn't have any desire to like monetize or do anything like that, but until like maybe this last year when I got really close to 1,000, I was like, "Ooh, I want my 1,000. I want my 1,000 subscribers." It just took a long time, and if I wasn't rushing anything, I don't do events, I hardly do anything live. I've never done a live stream. I'm afraid I wouldn't even know how. I'm scared. I always find that there's something that I wished I could edit out, like a boob, or I've accidentally showed my Linden balance or my home address or something, and I'll spend hours trying to blur out things that I didn't want to be shown. And so yeah, there's that. I spent a lot of time editing these things. I mean, I think I spent a lot of time making the video, and I'm like, oh, I made this long ass video, and then I have to sit through it like 5 times trying to edit everything. Um, I have Filmora, and I spent a lot of time making little intros to these things, and then the music that I was using got copyright infringed. You can't have music on in any of your videos, you're going to get the copyright slammed down, so you got to know not to turn up music in your videos. Eventually it's going to get picked off. If you have anything, when I made videos just using the Second Life, just a regular dummy body, it got flagged because it had boobs, you know, on the model. I don't really think anything of the model, the body model. I'm not like a 12-year-old boy going, ooh, boobs, boobs, boobs. I don't even think it's, you know, fap-worthy. It's not something to have a wank over. It's not even exciting in any way, shape, or form. I don't get why YouTube is banning all that crap when you can say the most horrible things on earth, and yet something like a Barbie doll boob is gonna get you thrown back into well, they don't ban it or anything, they just give you this age restriction. And then I think, well, some of my more popular videos, like the one on tattoos, got thrown back into age restriction because of the boob that was in it. So that makes my video hard to find for people that just so happen not to be logged in, or for some reason can't prove they're 18. I don't really know how hard it is to prove that you're 18. I think all you have to do is click a button saying, yes, I'm over 18, and it doesn't matter if you really are or not. So I really don't understand YouTube's logic there. It's kind of stupid. That's the first thing that a 12-year-old boy gonna do. He's gonna go on there and start clicking, yes, I'm 18, yes, I'm 18, all over every place, and it's not gonna stop him from doing anything he wasn't already gonna do. So yeah, I think that should be a parental thing, and if he's, you know, ain't nobody gonna be looking at videos of Second Life getting their jollies, I don't think. I mean, when there's porn out there, I mean, straight up porn out there, and you don't have to be, you know, rocket scientist to find that. Yeah, I really don't think anybody's getting their jollies off of watching Second Life videos. Yeah, 10 out of 10 for style, YouTube, but minus several million for good thinking. Now, I think that's about all of it I have for these questions. Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit. I'm gonna have to edit. A lot of times I spent sitting here going, and I let it just go. So I have to go through and find my brain farts and edit those. I don't think I did anything that bad. So yeah, I do. My videos are about texturing mesh kits in GIMP, and a lot of them are old. I have done some things on how to rig like something to your hand with old Blender. Can't remember what all I've made videos on. Anyway, I'm more of a tutorial gal, and I don't really, you know, I'm not out there competing in the big wide world of YouTubers, but I thought since today was all about checking up on my YouTube channel, and then I seen Naria doing this challenge, I asked about it, and she said that Prima wouldn't mind me going ahead and keeping it going. So that's why I'm doing it, why I have done it. So thanks everybody for watching, and if you have any questions or anything, let me know. Thanks, like and subscribe. Bye.